the internet. It's me, Bitchy Waiter. It's Wednesday. I was going to do it at 2, but I was like, I'm hankering to do this soon, so it's like 1:48. Forgive me for being 12 minutes early. Hi, everybody. What's going on? Let's just give some folks a second for everybody to log in and be like, wow, Bitchy Waiter's on Facebook. I need to talk to him and listen to everything he's saying because he's so important, said nobody at all ever. Anyway, listen, you guys, we have an interesting topic today. And a lot of times, I'm going to let a couple more people come in here. So let me just jib jab for a couple more minutes. I'm having a nice, cool, refreshing beverage of refreshing tap water. And I'm solo today. A lot of times I bring Ken in. You all know Ken from Shift Drinks Comedy. But he is on a movie set today because he's all fancy. So I'm just doing it by myself. I'm freewheeling it. Here I am, living it up. So first off, before we go any further, I want to say thank you for paying attention to me, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, because you know me. I'm needy. I crave the attention. We are working on our KillerKarenMovie.com, our Killer Karen movie, which you can learn more about at KillerKarenMovie.com. So go check that out, please. I'm going to put a link in the comments for you. But here's what we're doing. You know, we're still fundraising, and you guys, we're doing really great. We are almost at $20,000. You guys have come through. So thank you so much for that. I mean, we still have a ways to go, but you guys are making me feel like this is actually going to happen, and I swear we can do this. So I'm going to leave a comment here. In fact, let me just do it right now so I can just make sure that I don't forget it. You can go to KillerKarenMovie.com, and that is where you can check it out. You can leave us a tip there if you so desire, or you can DM us for some information on how you can actually invest in a movie. That's right, invest, not just donate, but become a partial owner of the film, which who doesn't want to be a partial owner of a movie, you guys? So you can DM us that if you would like some more information. But in the comments, I just put how to see it for if you just want to donate, just drop something into our tip bucket and be done with it. But if you want to be an investor in the movie where you can put some money in and potentially make some money back, DM us. And as always, I'm going to ask, please send us your email address too, because Facebook is a finicky person these days, not entity, not a person. And they can just yank me off the interwebs at any time, and I don't want to lose touch with you. So please send me your DMs, or send me a DM with your email address in it, and I promise we will only reach out to you with things that have to do with Bitchy Waiter. We're not going to try to sell your email address or anything. Anyway, today what we're talking about is the Great Resignation. You know, COVID really screwed around with a lot of people. It made people make big decisions about should they or can they stay in the restaurant industry. You know, at the beginning of COVID, which was how many, ages ago now, like 2.5 years ago. So, you know, that was when it was really crazy. We were all working in restaurants still and wearing masks, didn't have vaccines, and just like picking up COVID as much as we're picking up dirty napkins. So it changed some perspectives for folks. And I want to know from you if you guys, oh, hello, Parker, my dog just joined us. I want to know if you guys left the restaurant industry or if it changed how you feel about working in the restaurant industry. And I'm going to bring up a few samples here of some things that everybody has already shared with us. But before I do that, I do want to remind you that, you know, again, you can follow me here. I don't know which side is it here or is it here? I don't know. You can follow me right there on my other streaming platforms because, as I said before, Facebook, I don't know. And honestly, Twitter these days, what is going on? So find me on the Instagram and the TikTok, just so we can stay in touch because I love you guys and I don't want to lose you ever. So, all right. So you can follow me on these, or is it follow me on here? I don't know which direction. Like the Wizard of Oz, like when the Scarecrow is like, you can go this way. So let's just get rid of that and bye-bye. So anyway, I'm going to pull up a couple of samples and you guys leave your comments here in the, your experiences in the comments so I can read them and see, and maybe we can chat about your particular experience. I am talking a mile a minute, you guys, but that is because I am alone and I don't have anybody else here to share the screen with. So it's all about me and me talking. All right, let's pull something up here. Let's see. First off, all right, this is someone who had a little something to say about leaving the restaurant industry, the Great Resignation. This person says, I'm in the process of leaving. I was forced out during COVID, and I love being out of it. but the pay was significantly less. I got called back and came back to events in hotels. In my year that I've been back, I haven't worked less than 50 hours, averaging close to 60-ish. Ooh, 60 a week. Anyways, I was offered a job handling events with the DNR of the state I live in. It's hourly, pays better based on a 40-hour work week versus salary, has better benefits, and actually allows time off to enjoy my life. I'm sad to leave hospitality, but they are purposely not rehiring positions to save a buck, and we are burnt out. Well, I tend to agree with you on that one. I think that's what COVID taught us, you guys. That when we were not working so many weeks, I didn't work for I think 7 weeks, 8 weeks before I went back into the restaurant. I was just sitting there collecting unemployment and being grateful that I had it and my health. But it also let me know, wow, it's kind of nice to not be at work all the time. So maybe that's what restaurant workers learned in COVID, that there needs to be a little bit better work-life balance. You can't just be expected to go to a restaurant and work 60, 70 hours a week and still have a happy life outside of it. Because if you don't have a happy life outside of the restaurant, guess what? When you get to the restaurant, you're not going to be happy. Customers aren't going to be happy with you. Your coworkers aren't going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. It is not a good thing. So kudos to this guy who has found that as hard as it is to leave the restaurant industry, sometimes it's better for our own personal well-being that we find something else to do that fulfills us in other ways. So anyway, I want to see what you guys have to say. Oh, somebody wants to see the dog. He's over there. I'll bring him up in a little bit. Oh, stay tuned for an appearance by Parker. I follow you on all the platforms. Thank you so much, Vera. Twitter is better, says David. Yes, I do like Twitter better. I don't know, it's a little shaky these days with Elon Musk, but I'm not going to get into that. Who knows where that's going to go. All right, let's pull up another example of what somebody else had to say. Yes, this person says, I left because I could not handle it mentally or physically. I'm not lazy. I waited tables for 35 years. I'm tired. My body is messed up, bad knees, back, and hips. I got a job at a restaurant in 2021, but I couldn't walk down 2 steps with a tray, so I quit. People just don't understand what the restaurant industry will do to you. I couldn't take one more customer bitching at me for something that was beyond my control. I had a nightmare last night about waiting tables. It was awful. I was by myself waiting tables on an entire IHOP, and I lost all the orders. Ooh, just made me shudder with fear there. I get it. That's what we should have been for Halloween a couple of days ago, like a server nightmare. There is nothing scarier. So yes, the restaurant industry does kind of chew you up and spit you out sometimes, because maybe we're not getting enough rest. Maybe you're working until 1 o'clock in the morning and you have to be back at work at 10 the next day. There's not a lot of time to recoup in there. So our bodies get worn down. My knees are not the best. They are not the best. And I had surgery on them just about 6 months ago. Super fun. Maybe it was the restaurant industry, certainly didn't help, but this person also got out of the restaurant industry because for maybe not necessarily anything to do with COVID, but just because she had done it for 35 years and girl was tired. I hear you. I hear you. So drop me some information here, you guys. Rachel, I'm working about 25 hours and begging for more so I can invest in your movie. Thank you, Rachel. Speaking of investing in a movie, you guys, go to killerkarenmovie.com if you want to watch the trailer like you haven't seen it a million times. But you can leave a tip there if you want, or send me a DM and I can send you information on our WeFunder campaign. It's crowdsourcing. It's sort of like a Kickstarter, but you're not just donating, you are investing so that if the movie makes money, you will make money too. You will become a partial owner so that when you go see the movie in a movie theater or you're watching it on streaming someday, you can tell whoever you're with, I know the owner. And it'll be you. It'll be you. So drop me a DM, please, so I can send you that because I have to send some legal disclosures along with it too because we're super fancy and doing this all legally right and above board. All right, and it's a finer dining restaurant on the southern Oregon coast. Okay, Matthew, I must have missed what you said before that. I agree. I work in a restaurant, says Kevin, and average 60 plus hours a week. It's past old doing it that week after week just to keep the place going. Exactly. Why do restaurants think it's okay for us to work 60 hours a week just so that we could keep their restaurant afloat? I mean, I'm not saying I only want to work 10 hours a week. Well, I do want to work 10 hours a week, but I can't afford to work 10 hours a week. I can't live on that. But I don't want to work 60 hours a week either. There has to be some kind of happy medium. There has to be a way where we can work in restaurants and still have a life outside of it. So I'm hoping that someday we will get there. But let's be honest. I mean, is that going to happen? We do not know. We do not know. I know the owner. It's you, says Zach Pilar. Yes. I saw Heidi Klum's work costume and thought of you wiggling armless on the dish room floor. Yeah, did anybody see that? Heidi Klum dressed as a worm, like a disgusting worm. Like, I've seen worms, never seen a close-up worm, but Heidi Klum dressed as a worm and went to her party. And all I was thinking is, like, she didn't have hands. She had no arms. I don't get it. I mean, you definitely couldn't wait tables if you're dressed like a worm. All right, maybe a caterpillar though. I'm sorry, I'm talking so fast today. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just excited about the movie because I don't know if I told you, but we've raised almost $20,000. $20,000, you guys. That can actually be turning into a movie. You guys. Ugh. All right. KillerKarenMovie.com. Send me your emails. Drop me a DM if you want me to send you a link to learn how you can invest in KillerKarenMovie.com. And let's all make this happen. It's a movie about servers that's going to be created by servers and funded by servers. Like, it is a movie for the service industry in all aspects. So cool, cool, cool. All right. Let's see what else someone had to say. Let me go to the next one. And not exactly leave, says this person, but because we were so short-staffed, I found I couldn't keep up with the requirements of the job. The same pre-pandemic. Oh, same, period. Pre-pandemic, I waitress 4 days shifts a week. Post, just Saturdays and Sundays, and that's hard. But we went from 6 on the floor to 4 weekdays and from 8 to 6 on the weekends. Less cooks too, so longer waits. So, kind of what we're hearing. The reason that they are understaffed is because there was a great resignation. A lot of people left the restaurant industry when COVID came along, and it seems like a lot of people didn't go back. So restaurants are struggling to find staff. If you're looking for a restaurant job right now, now's probably a good time to get it. The holidays are coming up and they are probably short staffed. So buff up your resume, get out there and get yourself a serving job, people. Get those holiday tips. I know inflation is on the horizon, possible recession. But I also know that they say that the two things that are not affected so much by inflation are liquor sales and restaurant sales. And that's because people, when it's sad economically, still want to go out and have a good time. Maybe that they don't have a lot of money to spend, but they're going to spend it at the restaurant because they want to forget how horrible things are. So get out there and get yourself a job, you guys. All right, let's see what the next person here has to say that they sent in. I've left restaurants after 30 years 1 year ago, last month. I had my third surgery on the same knee and decided enough was enough. Now I work in a produce warehouse across the street from the ocean and I make the same money with benefits. The restaurant business is stupid. Well, tell us how you really feel. Third surgery on the same knee. That is terrifying because I've had one surgery on one knee and I don't ever want to do it again. So maybe I need better shoes. I don't know. But so here's yet another person who spent 30 years in the restaurant industry and decided it was time to go because it just was not working for them anymore. And they found something that they like just as much, or at least it's paying the same, and they have benefits, which we all know that benefits in a restaurant are far and few between unless you're working like a big major corporation or at a hotel. So it's difficult. And with COVID happening, you know, it was even more important that we wanted our benefits when we were working at the restaurant because at the beginning, again, there were no vaccinations and we were sitting there with a mask on while people with unmasked just eating and breathing all over us. And if we get sick, a lot of us don't have benefits. So yeah, restaurant industry, as someone said earlier on the comments, is stupid. Okay, exactly. Just cannot keep the back of house solid and lose a lot of our veteran servers. Yeah, it's happening all over. It is happening all over the place. You guys, I have talked for 14 minutes solid and there are still people listening. I mean, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me take a sip of water because I am dry and parched. Okay, I'm going to take another moment just to remind you, please follow me on other social media platforms because I put a lot of eggs in the Facebook basket, and lately that basket is a flaming piece of Mhm. So I'm trying to just branch out a little bit more. So please find me over on the Twitter, the Instagram, the TikToks, all of them. I'm there, and I'm not always sharing the same content on all of the platforms, but I'm sharing things on all of them. Just maybe not the same thing. And I would love to see you there. I would love to just branch out, see what is on other horizons of the social media landscape. So please follow me: Twitter at BitchyWaiter, Instagram at BitchyWaiter, TikTok official TBW, because they wouldn't let me say the B word. So thank you. And again, I don't know, is it pointing here or is it pointing here? Follow me. All right, thank you very much. I'm gonna get rid of that and see. So I just started, it says Rachel Berry here in the comments. Let's see, can I just show that? Let's see. Oh, look, Rachel Berry. I just started working in a country yacht club, and I'll be getting benefits soon. Yes, Rachel Berry, you get those benefits. That is the way to go. Country clubs, hotels. I mean, if you're looking for like a career in the service industry, sometimes that's what you got to do, because those are the places that are going to give you the benefits. Okay. No, thank you really for all your awesome videos. They provide a lot of enjoyment. Thank you, Miranda. Miranda, gonna make me cry. All right, let's pull up another one here. See what else somebody said. We already just talked about this one. I may have gotten all of them. Oh, here we go. Someone else said, I switched industries during COVID and haven't gone back yet. There's always that yet, because it's always ready to pull you back in. I'm enjoying gig industry for the time being, but I'm starting to miss bar restaurant shenanigans. Yeah, the restaurant industry, it's sort of like herpes. Like, it's always there with you. You know, sometimes you don't think about it, but then sometimes there's a flare up and you're like, God, I miss it. Not that you would miss herpes, but you know what I mean? It's always in you. It's sort of like the smell of fajita smoke in your hair. Like, it doesn't quite ever leave. That's what the restaurant industry does to all of us. All of us. We all complain about it, but yet there we are, showing up for our next shift. Well, good for you switching, but I also can relate and appreciate that you might want to go back. So, okay, I think we've shown all of those. So let me get rid of that. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Woo, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm trying to do these Facebook Lives every Wednesday. I usually do them around 2 or 3. Sometimes I say 3 and sometimes I do it at 3:15. So, but it's not like I expect any of you to be glued to your computer or your phone screens, you know, at 2:59 if I say I'm going to do it at 3 o'clock. I don't think I'm not like appointment television, you know, it's not like must see TV. Anyway, let's see if anybody else has anything else to say that I want to talk about. Kristen, I said I would never go back. That was a lie. Problem is, I don't know what to do to make this much money. I know. I know. Where else can you go sometimes where you can make the same amount of money that we can make in a restaurant on a busy Friday or Saturday night when you break it down to an hourly wage? You know, it's hard to find that elsewhere, which is why we all love the service industry and why we all hate the service industry. It's got to be one of the few jobs that we can love so much and also hate with a fiery passion. You know, that is what waiting tables is all about. And I know that everybody watching isn't necessarily a server. There might be some back of house or some bussers or even some people who used to work in restaurants, or some of you are in retail, but it's all kind of the same thing. We're all in the service industry together. And I just want to thank you all for everything that you guys have done for me. Especially lately, that Facebook has been so greedy with showing my content, that there are a few of you who do see it all the time, and you're my heroes because you're what's keeping me wanting to post things on Facebook. It's discouraging when you have 875,000 followers and you can put up a meme and 136 people see it. Very sneaky, Zuckerberg. I know what you're doing and I don't like it. But what can I do? I'm nobody. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I usually try to go for 30 minutes, but I'm here by myself. I don't have anybody else to talk with. So thank you so much. And as always, I'm just going to remind you, please send me your email address. You can shoot me a DM, put me your email address in there so that we can put you on our mailing list, so that you will know the next time that we're going to do a Facebook Live. You can have advance notice and maybe send in a comment so that we can show it here on the Facebook Live video moments. Also, it's a way for us to keep in touch with you in case Facebook snatches me off of the internet, which is very, very close to happening. I can feel it, smells like it happening very soon. It does not smell good. And finally, I'm going to say one more time, you can please go to killerkarenmovie.com. I'm going to put that in the comments. Killerkarenmovie.com if you want to watch the trailer and leave us a tip. I have been brought to tears from some of the tips that you guys have left, and some of you who have invested in the movie. It's just, it means a lot to me, and I'm not going to get emotional here, but I know that I've started waiting tables because I was an actor, and it just kind of made sense. That's what actors do, right? And now the possibility of turning this bitchy waiter into a film seems feasible, because you guys are coming through with donations. Because I don't know if it's because you want to see the movie or it's because you just want me to succeed, but whatever the case is, it means a lot to me. So thank you. And all right, think that's it. Let's see, anything else? Oh, final thing, send me a DM if you would like to know more about how to invest in the Killer Karen movie. And it's a pretty good thing that we have going on here, you guys. Super excited, fingers crossed. Send out the good vibes. And lastly, I'm going to just show this right here. Follow me on the other platforms, because I just crave your attention. I need it. I'm so serious. I mean, I say that jokingly, but it's not even. It's completely true. All right, I'm gonna hide that. Somebody said they want to see my dog. He is over there. Hey, Parker. Parker. There he is. Look at that little baby. How you doing, Parker? Hmm. Okay. He looks like the guy at table 9 who is just over it. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next Wednesday, about this time, 2, 3, somewhere in there. Oh, maybe not Wednesday, because I might be out of town. But, it's not like this is written in stone or anything. Have a great day, and always, always remember to tip your servers. You guys know that.